Hello, everybody. This is Dayton Public Schools, the Next Level podcast. I'm Dr. David Lawrence, Superintendent of Dayton Public Schools, and today's a happy and a sad day. I see some smiles. You're going to talk to 5 seniors. They may not agree with me. They might be thinking it's all happy. Or I already heard one say before we started they were going to cry. And so today is the return of the seniors. It's a special episode. These are our best and brightest. They're going out into the world, and we're so excited for them. And they're going to introduce themselves. And we're going to make sure that this episode is memorialized. That means that they didn't have podcasts when I was in school in the 1800s. And
I
they didn't have podcasts, and there was no way for me to go back and look at a video of myself and what I would have been saying about my life and about my friends and things like that. So I'm so glad that technology has moved along. I mean, we didn't even have phones back in the day. We actually had to walk messages all the way to people's houses, smoke signals, all type of stuff like that. So you guys could have took that. You couldn't have took it.
Blow fans at signals.
Right, that part. So here we are with our seniors. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, and it's going to be a great episode. Starting at my left. You're right if you're watching.
Hi, my name is Janiyah. I'm a senior at Dunbar.
The Big D. I know somebody's saying it. I'm going to say it. Yes, that's my alma mater. The Big D. Dunbar. Paul Laurence Dunbar. Wolverines.
Hello, my name is John Anthony Sorio. I'm a graduating senior at Belmont High School.
My name is Alvin Zlubin. I'm a graduating senior at Thurgood Marshall High School.
My name is Ashley Anna Fields. I'm a graduating senior at Mountain Street Academy.
My name is Nevaeh Woods, and I'm a graduating senior at David H. Fonitz.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, I heard the word senior. So my first question, I couldn't have planned this better, is now that you're a senior, what would you have told your freshman self?
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Okay. Stay focused.
I would have taken it more seriously back then.
That's 2 in the same bucket.
Right.
Stay focused and be serious.
I would have said not to push myself as hard so I could at least enjoy the high school experience.
That's interesting. That's kind of a different spot from stay focused to maybe too focused.
I definitely would have told myself, calm down, relax, take it easy, steady yourself, because you're still gonna be okay. Because I was rushing myself a lot, so I definitely would have said, like, calm down, just relax.
Okay, just relax. It's gonna be all good.
Probably just stop being lazy. 'Cause I was lazy.
Yeah,
And
That's what I need to tell myself.
That's what set me back a little bit freshman year. So probably just stop being lazy, and plus, like, also put myself out there more, because I didn't start putting myself out there until junior year, maybe.
Okay.
So,
All right. You even sound different from August, to be honest. We were here last August, and here we are back. What kind of person do you want to be in 5 years?
I want to be a traveling RN at the time, and I want to be somebody who is peaceful, respectful, calm, and neutral. I want to be able to just breathe, not have to worry about too much, not be able to stress, just breathe.
Traveling RN. That's interesting.
You
Sorry.
can go.
Oh, I apologize. And I plan to be in basic training at that time.
Okay. All right.
You said, where do you see us? Like,
Yeah. What kind of person do you plan to be in 5 years?
I said, like, continue being, like, growing as a person, continue being, a human. We continue learning as we keep, I'll say this, like, as we continue living, we're still going to be, learning experiences and stuff like that. So I want to be able to just be able to discern what's right and what's wrong and stuff like that.
I love your vocabulary. Discernment is a very, very good word. And I also ask this question because the older I get and the longer I'm in this journey, the more it matters to me what type of people are. Not so much how successful they are in terms of what they consider success or material assets, but yeah, what type of people are we building here in public education? Yeah, what kind of person do you want to be in 5 years? What type of person?
Well, for me, I would say I would be a little bit selfless and more empathetic.
I love it. Selfless and empathetic.
It's nice. It's nice.
Come back.
Come back. That sounds like a hook for a rap song. Come back.
I don't know. I want to be happy. 5 years from now, I want to be happy. By then, I want to have started to figure out where I want to build my daycare and stuff, because I want to open my own daycare in Washington State,
Oh,
because I'm leaving the state
Okay.
once I graduate. But I just want to be successful and follow my dreams. That's all.
That sounds like a plan.
that just reminded me about back in August, you had asked about what do you find in happiness, or like somewhere around that
Yeah,
question.
I did.
And yeah, that just reminded me, like, where do I see myself as a person in 5 years? Like, continue having joy inside my heart, like continue being content with anything.
You got a good memory.
Happiness.
You remembered the month. You were within a week of the podcast date. And you remember the questions very, very good.
Like, continue having contentment in any circumstances.
yeah.
I'll say in 5 years, I'm probably well educated. And probably will have. I'm going to college, so I'll probably be done with I'll probably have my bachelor's in business. So I want to be an entrepreneur, kind of, but I'm also trying to build my way up. So I don't want to like just take something. Kind of want to build it so it could be mine. But I'll be open to opportunities. I'd be very optimistic and very positive.
All of you are even more impressive now than you were 8 months ago. But you really, like 8 months ago, you were kind of quiet. You just put it out there now, right? There's some public speaking growth there. You're like,
Students
hey,
in it.
that's right.
like-
That's an experience. What is the one event, person, or thing you will most remember about high school? What is the one event, person, or thing you remember about high school?
Laquila Gilbert,
Laquila Gilbert.
off rip. My life coach, Q, that's a second mom to me, for real. Without her, I wouldn't, first of all, I wouldn't have means of transportation. I wouldn't have a support. Like, my mental got so much better once she came into my life. I definitely feel like without her, my senior year definitely would have been like my 8th grade year, kind of. I would have been depressed. I would have been low. Like, I just wouldn't know how to cope with a lot, because my grandfather passed away in January.
Right.
So I just wouldn't have been able to cope with a lot. I would have definitely skyrocketed down. But Q, she definitely helped me a lot.
Okay.
For me, it would be James Lackey, my homeroom teacher,
Ooh.
because he made a very big impact on me since the beginning of the school year. I didn't really believe in myself. I wasn't as confident, but now he's really showed me, like, that it's important to push yourself and, like, go for your goals.
I would say my track coach, Coach Reed. Since my freshman year, he's taught, like, he never spoke it out, but it's basically like, I don't know, I say track definitely taught you a lot of lessons. Not everything's gonna go your way, and you gotta continue being like enduring like the progress, basically the journey, and that's what helped me a lot. And Coach Reed, like although it's not really verbal, like the past 4 years, he definitely like said a lot of things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's not really a person.
Person, event, or
Yeah,
thing.
it's an event.
Mhm.
So I think it was a few months ago we went. My teacher took a lot of kids to this college trip. We went to Tennessee, and he took us to a hockey game. And I thought hockey was boring. I'd never been to a hockey game, but like being there in person, I really loved it. So
Was there a fight?
no,
No,
Fighting. First it was graduation, now it's a
listen,
hockey game.
Hockeys are meant like they're known for fighting. Like they would always fight, and the refs would just watch it.
yeah, no.
That's what they show on TV. But I'm glad you said that because I want my goal or hope or dream for you all is that you go out and you experience new things. Dayton is a small place, and there's a big world out there. And most people, especially urban kids, don't experience hockey games. They are lots of fun. It's really fast, lots of action. The food is really good there. There's lots. It's just something different. So I want you to kind of go out in life and I think look for different things and have different experiences so you can grow as people. Thank you for that hockey plug. This is kind of a rapid fire round. And I'm not sure I would answer this question when I was your age if I was on camera. This is a yes or no. Boyfriend or girlfriend?
What I would say, skip.
Oh no, I
He said
wouldn't
come
skip.
back.
Rapid fire round. Boyfriend or girlfriend?
Yes, boyfriend.
Okay.
Girlfriend.
Okay.
Really?
Neither, none of the above.
No.
Okay, we're all the way back. 'Cause that was a classic response.
I was back to you, bro.
It's on
Senior
camera.
year was so beautiful.
What a deflection.
Oh my goodness.
What
We're
a
gonna say
deflection.
or. We're gonna say
Okay.
or.
Okay.
We're gonna say or.
Okay. Very good. I'll take it. What's a TikTok meme that you're just over it now?
6, 7.
I'm tired of it. I'm
You
tired
said
of
let
it.
it go. You just let it go. You just
I'm
over it.
sick of
Okay.
it. I don't wanna be a 6 or a 7.
TikTok.
Oh, my
theme
goodness.
over at 6, 7. What if you have time? What is your favorite television show or genre?
Pretty Little Liars. Y'all all need to go
Yes.
tune in.
That's
Pretty
Pretty
Little
Little
Liars.
Liars.
What was
show.
that?
Pretty Little Liars.
2.
Right. As of lately, it's been Invincible.
What's that?
It's
Oh
like
yeah. It's a-
Invincible. This is like the best animated show you'll probably watch.
I don't know about best, but it's a
So this is
It's-
where you kind of like enlighten the people who are
Okay, so it's about
because I don't know anything about it.
It's about this boy, Mark Grayson,
Right.
and he's basically like half alien, half human.
Okay.
His dad is from a race of aliens called Viltrumites who
Okay.
conquer planets.
Mm-hmm.
So his dad was trying to force like the habits on him to like conquer Earth, but he wasn't against that. I mean, he's half human. His mom is human, so he's protecting life. So
Okay.
he basically gets in a fight with his dad and loses because his dad is stronger. But the
Right.
thing is, like, their age is like they could be thousands of years old and look 30. So so like.
I like that.
like, isn't it also like the older they get, the stronger they
Yeah,
get?
the older they get, the stronger they get too. So
Yeah, and they're like a immortal kind of.
yeah.
This is like not how real life works because the older you get, the weaker you get, and the older you get, the older you look.
Yeah.
Can we explain Pretty Little Liars?
I was coming
Yeah.
back to that.
Yeah, because we gotta
That was
explain
part of-
Pretty Little Liars.
No,
Yeah, I was coming back to
this
that.
peak. Invincible is peak.
I might have to tune in. I like the way you explained it.
Okay.
But if it's not how you explained it, I'm
It's-
texting
It's
you.
definitely how
It's
it's
peak.
like the
I'm texting you.
very,
Definitely
very
peak.
beginning, very
I
beginning.
Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars. Okay, so you got
Tell your host.
Aria, Emily, Spencer, Hannah, Allison. That's
Say
it,
that
right?
one more
Yeah,
time.
make sure you're
Aria,
correct.
Aria, Emily,
Emily,
Spencer,
Spencer,
Hannah,
Okay.
and Allison.
Yep.
Allison went
Allison.
missing in the summer. Okay, her friends was
Allison
looking for her.
minus missing.
So she's missing. So her
Gotcha.
friends were looking for her. I'm talking about
These
going all
four:
over.
Emily,
Aria, Hannah, and Spencer.
okay.
They all looking for her. But while they looking for her, they get messages from this unknown number. And at the end of the message, it's always -A. They never know who A is. So now they trying to find a friend and they trying to figure out who's A because they sending them
is
messages.
blackmailing them.
Yes, they're blackmailing them. Like they're watching them. Just imagine somebody's watching you and they know every little secret, every bad thing you've done, like stuff that you could get like thrown in jail for years.
Are they not
Okay.
suspicious that's the...
So
I can
they
imagine
keep
that.
trying to find who it is. So they're like, okay, maybe Allison alive. Maybe that's who it is. Da da da. Right.
Right.
So then they finally find Allison because Allison starts like creeping back into their lives. So Allison, she's like, it's not me. I ran because I'm trying to figure out who A is too. So then they figure out who A is. Soon as they figure out who A is, it's another A. Soon as they find out who that A is, it's another
yes,
A.
it
After
goes
they
like
find
a
out that
repeating
one, it's
cycle.
another A. Like it's a new person every time, and
Really?
they got a new game every single time. This went on from when they was like. What I think sophomores in high school
14,
to literally freshmen or
To, like,
sophomore of
25
high
and up.
schools to literally like 30-year-olds.
Is this a
What the heck?
series?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has
And
7
what year?
seasons.
7 seasons?
and I believe it came out.
It has a following
It came
show,
out
but-
between I don't know. I gotta ask
Like
my mom because I was
2010?
watching it when I was
20.
6.
Now, if I
And
start
I'm finna be
watching
18
it,
next month.
so I gotta start. Do I have to start at season
start
one?
at
Yes,
2009.
please.
You got to
Start
start
at
at
season
season
one.
one.
And I
You
know
have
what
to
it's
pay
called.
attention to every
Yes, I know exactly what
I
the first
do not
episode
watch
is called.
TV, but I'm
Pilot.
doing it this
You
summer.
have to
Pilot.
pause
You
it
need
if
to-
leave
Pretty
it alone.
Little
Pretty Little Liars. I will
Every
email
show
it
like
to you.
something I
I will
will
do
watch.
it. I will comment on
Pretty
the
Little-
DPS post and say Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars.
It is so
Got it.
good, y'all.
I
Like
want
it
you
will
to
really
know
have you stuck.
that this is a legacy right here because when we have the seniors come next August, I'm going to be able to talk about this. In fact, I will have solved who the A is.
Oh.
And you don't have to solve it.
Now, I will solve who the A is. Favorite
Oh, I gotta bring
I say
television?
I've been watching some National Geographic like animal documentaries.
I love
Yeah.
animal documentaries.
I would just watch that when I get
Just
home.
curious, is it always the lions, the
Yes,
tigers?
yeah.
Yeah. You know what's really crazy about that?
Mhm.
I'm not watching it for the zebras and the gazelles and
Right.
people, the ones who get eaten.
Yeah.
I'm always rooting for the tiger to win,
Well,
or the
yeah,
lion to win,
because you know
right?
they're hungry. you know?
Yeah, that's bad, right? Because that means we're rooting against the gazelles and the zebras, right?
Yeah, I mean that's how nature really is, though.
Right.
So we can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
I
life
would,
cycle.
Yeah,
yeah, I always
it's a life
feel bad
cycle.
about that. So National Geographic.
So I like watch a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna say stuff that I already watched.
Okay.
But like I'm really into like early 2000s TV shows. So for me, it would either be Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ah,
You did that.
I've heard about that last one, Bucky the Vampire
You did
Slayer.
that.
You guys know Disney XD? Like the channel?
Yes.
We watch
I
Kicking
love. I literally just logged back into my friend's Disney Plus. I gotta watch Jesse. What's another? The Upshaws. The Upshaws is real good too.
Upshaws.
Upshaws is real good.
I never
Benny,
heard that.
it's me.
Rapid fire round. And by the way, I'm going to say it again at the end, but when I work on my show notes the day before, I work on my questions. But this one is special to me because I just want to say thank you to all of you for staying in Dayton Public Schools and being beacons for the community to show how great we are in the work we do here. So thank you. You know, in the typically in the city, urban centers, everybody has a nickname. So when I grew up, mine was the Senator, and I'm looking at somebody across from me. Their nickname is Backup. All right, and so we give people nicknames. Do you have a nickname that you can say on camera?
Doula.
Yes or no? I can say it on camera.
Yes.
And what is it?
Doula. DOOLA.
And so I gotta ask, right? I gotta ask, what's the origins of that doula?
Only my family. Okay, when I was
I
born, I had a nickname. Not a nickname. My mom, they was deciding between two names: Nevaeh Soraya Woods, and then something with a Z. I don't like it at all, so that's why it's not in my memory. But my dad, a lot of people didn't know how to pronounce Nevaeh. They didn't know how. So my dad was like, okay, we could just call her Doula Rula. And so,
Okay.
and so that was just like my nickname that just carried on. Like people still say Dula.
I got you. See, I
even
told
made
you.
a
There's
rap.
nicknames out there in the hood.
I'm gonna tell y'all to rap.
Yes or no nickname that I can say on camera. Yes or no nickname, and then can you say it on camera?
Yes. Mine is just really my middle name, Lynn.
Lynn.
My mom's been calling me that since I was a baby.
I like that.
L-Y.
L-Y-N-N.
Oh, I knew it.
I got it. You see that? L-Y-N-N. Nickname, yes or no, and can you say it on camera?
Yes.
Okay.
I've kind of adopted several, but
What's your favorite?
probably dense. 'Cause
Dense?
like, yeah.
Like, okay, like dense. Like dense heavy?
Yeah, like DENCE.
Okay.
Well, it kind of got a part 1 and part 2 to it, but
Give it to me. Give it to me.
So dense. I was at a funeral, and I'm a musician, so I get hired to play for like funerals and weddings and stuff like that. So one day we're in the reception, I'm eating, and then there's this baby. Like there was this lady that used to help my mom clean the house, and she had a son, and he tried to say my name, Alvin's, but somehow he couldn't say it, so he landed on dense. And then since then, like I was like, I kind of like that.
Okay.
But the part 2 is my sister, when she was born, she also tried to say my name and ended on Dede. So it was kind of like dense if you like take the first 2 letters, Dede.
Okay.
So
I like it. I couldn't wait to ask this question. I couldn't wait.
I'm gonna start calling you that.
No, can you say it yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
So for me, my nickname is really like my last name. A lot of my teachers call me by my last name, or like my friends, they'll call me by my last name, which is Mac. But then my friends, they'll be like, oh, mac and cheese, or like,
I like that. Because the last name is kind of a cool name. Yeah, what's up, Mac? Yeah, he said it's really cool. Versus, what's up, Jones Smith? I don't really have no ring to it, right? Mr. Soto?
Sorio.
Sorio?
Ant, because I go by Anthony at my school, and they would just call me Ant. Or Ant-Man, I don't know. They would just
Got
say
so
that.
many names.
So Ant, and you want it to be Ant-Man, or is it?
No, they also say that. No, I don't want to go by it.
Like
but you want
Ant
it
the
to be
Man?
Ant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ant the Man.
All right. Ant or Ant-Man?
I'm trying to
I couldn't wait to ask that question. All right. As we get close to graduation, because it's not happened yet, and it's coming. Today's the 8th. I think the first one starts on the 21st or something. I don't know.
18th, I believe.
Definitely the 18th.
You are good. You boy.
No, we just
you
had
are-
a conversation.
Yeah, we
So
was.
we're good for the dates. Oh, okay. You all know the dates, right? I think it's June 13th or something. No, not gonna work. It's way before that.
Liberties.
Okay. All right.
Liberty Day graduation.
So the graduation hasn't occurred yet, but I want to say to all of our DPS Next Level viewers that to Dula, Lynn, Dents, Mac, and Ant-Man, what you cannot you cannot count graduation. So what's been your favorite high school event? Prom, homecoming,
Oh, I would say
senior. I don't know if y'all still have senior dinner dance.
Mine is today. I can't bring that up either.
I don't know.
so. My freshman year, like Belmont's known for being like really diverse,
Absolutely.
and basically we had this one day. It was called like it's basically happening today, and my freshman year, everybody from around the world that our students. They had like a board and posters of like what their countries were, and they also brought their food and their like cultural like stuff and like what they do with their countries, and like everybody explored around like what everybody does. And I was like I was just amazed and impressed on how diverse the school really is, and how everybody can just like blend in together, like be able to connect through that, and that's what I liked about it.
So I want you to know this, Ant-Man. When you leave out of here, before you go back to get your second bowl at Chipotle, there's a we have a poster up there that has the 130 languages that are spoken. And there's meaning to everything on this floor. Right now, for those of you who don't know, this is filmed on the 5th floor of Ludlow in the superintendent's office. We have a studio here, and on our floor we have what I consider to be it's a pantheon of the things that we believe in, which are kids. And so when you're walking down the hall, there's boxes with each one of the jerseys of each school. And then, of course, those languages are up because they're really important to us. And, Miss Minor, I got it. Ford NGL is up here everywhere. So an event during your now 3 years, 3 9/10 years. What's an event?
I really
And look, just
can't
for the
say.
podcast, can I say a doula? Just for the podcast.
Yes. I think mine would. I have so many. Like, I really do. I would probably say either the MLK oratorical contest.
Oh, which one? You win them all.
All of them.
Okay.
Or prom. I'm not gonna lie. I had a ball prom day.
I heard about that.
I had a ball.
I heard about it.
Well, you went freshman year for the MLK rhetorical speech.
I've been doing the MLK oratorical
For real?
since
I did that freshman
7th
year.
grade.
Dang.
7th grade.
Mac, what's the event that you? What's that one event?
One event.
Yeah, you're like, man, when because people they tend to reminisce about their high school.
I would say our senior dinner dance.
Okay.
It was nice.
Dents?
Sir.
What's that one event?
I'll probably say our band battle last year, where we got placed second. That was like, it was between that or today, which was my signing day.
Okay.
Because that was because really, like, it'll probably be today because my mom came and she never really gets a chance to come to my things, like anything.
Okay.
It'll always be my dad because they have a schedule where when one's at home, one's at work, so that way someone's at home at all times throughout the day. But this was like her first event in a while where she seemed proud. Like I was.
Yeah.
I remember it was one time in 3rd grade where I dressed up for an assembly and I didn't get anything. And this was kind of like, as I'm up there, I'm just looking at her and I'm like, I think I've made up for that time where I didn't get anything because she was mad. She came up to support me and I didn't get anything. So, every time they called my name, I was getting something. Every time they had an award, I was getting something today. So, it was kind of like throwback to that. And I was very proud of myself and proud that she was proud of me.
You got some great stories.
So
I think that's why prom was my favorite because my mom, she lives in Chicago. And it was like seeing my mom, my grandma, almost everybody who lives in Chicago for me, they hopped on the road that day, hopped back on the road after I got in the car to leave. But it was just like, it was so happy because my whole family was there. My great-grandmas, my grandma, my mom, my dad, and everybody was happy. Like, it was so peaceful. Like, my whole family hasn't been together, I don't think ever. So for my mom's side and my dad's side to just come together, it was just so peaceful to me. It was beautiful. So yeah, that's my favorite.
So I mentioned earlier, thank you. You can't say it enough. I want to thank all of you. We have one final question. And like I said, I always have a ball with these podcasts. And I always spend time the night before or a couple nights before thinking through and putting the program together so that it flows pretty smoothly. And I also couldn't wait to ask this last question because many of you are less 10 days or so away from doing what I'm getting ready to say right now. And I want you to answer this question. What are you going to be thinking as you go up those steps at the University of Dayton to get your diploma, shake your principal's hand, my hand and some board members. Like, what are you gonna be thinking as you're walking up to go up those steps to grab that diploma? Because that's it.
Mhm.
So just take a moment.
I made it. That's really it. I made it.
Okay. Ant-Man said, I made it.
That's like long 4 years. I mean, it's not really long because like I don't know. Freshman year, like there was like I had senior friends and I had asked them like, what does it feel like being a senior? They were like, it went by so quick, and I was like, are you sure? Because that's pretty long, you know, 3 years, 3 years, 9/10. And I told him like, are you sure it was quick? And it was like, yeah, I'm sure. And then looking back at it, it was definitely quick. Like this says blink in the eye.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, like they're actually right. That really just like surprised me. Like it was so accurate. So like obviously there were some long months or long days that set you back.
Right.
But
Mac, what are you gonna be thinking at the bottom of those steps when they're calling names and you're coming up to, and for you, it's gonna be Miss McDowell. By the way, I'm told you all have 170 graduates. I can't remember the last time Belmont's had that many graduates.
170.
So great job to your senior class and Miss McDowell on that team. But Mac, what are you gonna be thinking at the bottom of those steps as you're coming up to shake Katrina Bailey's hand and then, all the other people?
I think I'm gonna be really happy. I think I would probably think that I'm glad I broke the cycle because both my parents, like,
That's deep.
they graduated high school. Well, my dad didn't, but my mom graduated high school, and like she's doing well. But I feel like if she didn't have kids in her teenage years, she would be doing better.
That is really profound and heavy, and I love it. And and you carry it so well. Like I can see in your eyes that I understand what's happening, and I'm going to continue to make my family proud and take that next leap. This is powerful. My man Dents, what are you gonna be thinking? Because listen, Principal Lewis is so loving and kind to her team, and so I know she's gonna be waiting at the top of your steps with tears and a big hug.
I'll probably be asking myself questions like, is this it? Like, where did all the time go? Something like that. Because, I mean, it seems like it happened so fast. But I'll probably be like, am I really doing this? Like, and, I'll probably be nervous, maybe. But, it's been a journey. So, it's worth it. You got to continue. So, I'll probably be like, I'm gonna miss this place.
I can't wait to close this podcast with our Student Senate President, who sat on the dais with me and the other board members now for a year. I remember her 8th grade year. I heard about it, 8th grade year. I've only been back 4 years, but I heard about it. I heard it was a rough one. And we've gone from that to Student Senate President, going on to attend the Ohio State. And let's close it out with Dula.
I'm definitely gonna be thinking about my cousin, my big cousin. He passed away in 2021, November 26th. I'll be thinking about him only because my very first graduation, and I actually have the picture. It's me, him, and my cousin. We went out to eat after my kindergarten graduation. So I'll definitely be thinking about him and how I know he'll be proud of me and how I'm proud of myself, because he was definitely somebody who pushed for me to be exactly where I am. So I know he'll be proud that I didn't let his passing affect my journey. Even though it messed my mental up a little and kind of messed my 8th grade year up, I still was able to keep going and be who I am today right now.
We're going to close on that. I'm going to say to our viewing audience of DPS The Next Level, this is going to conclude the 3rd season. And I couldn't be more proud to end it with seniors. I want to say thank you to the seniors that came to the podcast. And I want to say thank you to all the seniors in Dayton Public Schools on behalf of the 2,400 employees in the Dayton community. We appreciate you. We're proud of you. And you are destined for greatness. Thanks. And we'll see you next year in season 4. Dula, Dents, Mac, and Ant will be moving on to the military, college, or starting their own business. They'll be doing some amazing things, but they will still have this to watch.